Hey everybody, in this video I'm going to cover the process to set up an opt-in page in Builderall. If you're new to the channel, I discuss strategies and techniques for building email lists. If you're interested in learning more about email list building, then be sure to check out the first link in the description. Okay, without further ado, let's get into it. We begin to create our opt-in page at our dashboard. Here I am at the Builderall Dashboard, and the first app that I have up here is the Cheetah website builder. If this is not on your dashboard, all you need to do is come up here to the apps and install it by clicking the Cheetah website builder. However, Cheetah website builder and the Mailing Boss are the two apps that install on the dashboard by default, so you should have them, but if somehow they have gotten deleted, you can just add them by, again, going up to the apps and installing. So we're going to enter the Cheetah website builder. Before we get started building the opt-in page, the first step in the process is to create an email list. It can be done through the website builder in the process of creating the opt-in page, but it's best to go and create the mail list first. If you have not done that, you can see the video that I've created on how to do that. And after you get done with that, you can come on back, watch this video, how we're going to create the opt-in page. So with that, what we're going to do is enter the Cheetah website builder. And here we are at the Cheetah website builder interface. This is the dashboard for the website builder. And what we're going to do is just come down here and see create a new site. We won't have this one here. I had created another website. Just ignore that. And what we want to do is just create a new site. We're going to start with a template that is simple. And from here you can choose these, you can go through these templates and so forth, but what I like to do is just simply start with a blank fresh template. Our websites are incredibly simple, so we don't need a lot. So with the blank template, we just come on over here and we say select this. Go ahead and save. And what it's done is it's brought up the dashboard for the website creation. We're going to go ahead and skip this tour, and what it does by default is just create a home page. What we're going to do first is edit the page. Okay, by default it just throws in some text here in the box, and what we want to do is just get rid of this if we can. Now we have a completely blank slate. So from here what we'll do is bump this out. And from here we want to make sure that we're on the Elements tab. And then we want to go to Text. And we're just going to go with the title. Drag it on over. Drop it in. And click on it. We want to edit the element. And just place a title there. We're going to just create a generic title, because this is just the purpose of showing you how to create an opt-in page, so I want to keep everything simple. And in reality, all your opt-in pages, you want them to be very simple. Get your great offer to do great things with no experience. Okay, basically just a copywriting sentence. And that's what I do, is I just write what you're going to get, what the benefit is. So what we're going to do here is I just highlighted it, and I want to shrink this down a little bit. So I'm going to go with a heading 2. There, I like that. Click off that. And the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to pull this down just a little bit. The next thing I'm going to do is come back up here. We're going to add an element, and we are going to return. And what we want to do is we want to capture the email. So we'll scroll down here till we get down to the email marketing form. We click on that, and then it gives a couple of examples. A couple examples of forms. We're going to click this one. Drag it on over, drop it right there in the center, And then it pops up and it asks us what email list we want to use for our form to place data into. This is why we created the email list first before we started creating the opt-in form. Here we have two of them listed because that's how many lists I have in this account. The test list that we created, if you have not seen the video on how to create this, go ahead and pause this, go watch that, come on back to this video. But we're going to select the test list and we're going to save. Now I had mentioned that you could create a list at this point and you could do so right here. But we've already created the test list, we've already created the list, I've selected it, I'm going to save it. It pops up with the single field because that's what we created the list with, was just a single field. Now from here what we can do is click on this and then we can edit it. Over here it pops in all the settings for the form and you can go through and change you can play with all this stuff. You can change how round the corners are here. You can change the text here. You can just do a lot of different things with it. You can change the size of the button. Just a number of things. All are just, for the most part, they're just aesthetics. They have no bearing on the functionality. At the end of the day, you place your email address in the box that says email. You hit the register now button and then it performs a function. So we're just going to center this up. And I'll just show you right here what we can do. Come on over, scroll down to where it says headline. Headline is the button text. Drop that down where it says register now. I'm going to say something like get it. We can increase the font size if we wanted to, so 25. Notice how it popped up bigger. So there are a lot of different things you can do just to customize the form. However, as I said, at the end of the day, you put your email in the box, you click the button, and it performs an action. In a nutshell, we have now created a basic opt-in page. We can look at it to see how it looks on a mobile version by coming up here and clicking this. And you notice in the mobile version it ordered them incorrectly. We wanted our title to be above our form, so all we need to do is click on it, click the move up, and it moves it up above, and now it's in the correct order. We can click over here. This is the tablet version. Shows us what it looks like in tablet version. And then of course back to our desktop. So the other things that I recommend that you do is to come over here and add, click an element, you have to return back to the elements section, and then drag an image into there. So we find their images. Find our images right here. And they have different types of images, and Builderall has built-in animations and a bunch of different things, but we just want a basic image. So we can just drag an image over here, move our form down, maybe bring our image up over here. And again, we can look at it, and you can change the image by clicking on it here. Under General Settings, you can come down and you can change your image. From here we come on over, we look at it, see what it looked like on mobile. This is what it looked like on mobile. It's in the correct order. So it's our headline, the image of our product, our form, and then get it. This is what it looks like. A tablet version looks good, and back to our desktop version. So this is our basic opt-in page. We may want to add a couple of bullet points that tell benefits about why somebody should get our item. However, this is the basic opt-in page. It's pretty simple. So from here, what we're going to do is we're going to save it. And we'll ask if we want to publish it. We can say that's fine. And this is the URL of our page. We can go to the website, And that's what our page looks like. Now this can all be changed with a custom domain. You can change the icon up here. You can change the title. All this stuff can be done through the Cheetah web builder. I don't want to drive down that road too far at this point, because what I would just want to get across to you is that what we're doing is building an opt-in page, and those are all the elements that are required. Just a headline, an image of the product. What I didn't put in here are maybe some bullet points or benefits for why the person should get it, and then the form, which is very important. And it's a very simple form. It's just an email address. That's it. Over here you notice Builderall puts in its advertisement. All this can be shut off through the Cheetah web builder, and it can be made so that it's more aesthetically pleasing. You can change backgrounds. You can do all sorts of things within the Cheetah web builder. All of it is just as easy as the stuff I've just done. There's just a lot of it, and to cover that in a video on creating opt-in pages would take too long. So we can close this. We can go back to the home. It's going to ask us if we want to save it. I've never really understood why it asks you to save when you're leaving, when we just saved, but we're going to save and exit. And sometimes it does that. We save and exit again, and now we've created an opt-in page. Now what I would like to do is create 2 additional pages. We're going to call this subscribe. I wouldn't necessarily call it that. It would be some other name, but I call it subscribe so that you can tell what I'm doing. The page title is going to be subscribe. In the description, we're not going to worry about that right now. And then we're going to save. So we've created a page called subscribe. Create a new page here. We're going to create a page called download. We're going to title it download. And we're going to save that. So we've created 2 new pages. We're going to edit the subscribe page. So here, it gives you some direction to go with. We're going to come over here and we're going to add a panel. We're just going to choose a blank panel. It pops in a header automatically. So this, I would create this so that it's more aesthetically pleasing. But again, we're just going through the process of how to create things. So what we're doing here, this is going to be our thank you page. This is going to be the page that someone sees right after they enter their email address to subscribe. You're going to thank them for their interest somehow, and then you're going to give them some instructions. Now one of the things you want to tell them is to go ahead and check their inbox, and be sure to check their spam or promotions folder. You want to make sure that they find it. Sometimes it gets filtered into the promotions folder or the spam folder. Once they find it, then they can open it up. Also with this thank you page, I like to direct someone to my YouTube channel and or an offer that's maybe an affiliate offer or a product that you have of your own. And this is where you would do it. This is your first opportunity to make a sale. So what we're going to do with this is just go up. I'm not going to add that stuff right now. What we're going to do is go up and we're going to save this. It's going to ask us the same question. Do we want to publish it? You say that's fine. You can publish it. And it gives us again the URL of that. Again, all this can be customized with your custom domain. And we don't need to go to the website. We'll just close that. We'll go back home. It's going to ask us the same question. And now we're going to edit the download page. We get the same basic start. Add a panel to start building. We Come over here, we want to add a panel. And again, we're just going to use a blank panel. And we're going to double click here. This is the page that we're going to direct them to out of the email to download the product. We come over here, we click Add. We want to click an element. And we come down here to where it has a button. We click the buttons, and several different types of buttons. We'll just use this one. Bring it up over here. Click on it. Come down here on where it says headline, and we can just type the word download. From here, we click the download button again. We come up here to the link. We set a link. And what we can do, from that we can send them to someplace on the web. We can put them to a page. But what we want to do is just download. And from here, what you could do is you can select a file. Here I have a file already selected. Select the file. Save it. That file is now in there. We're going to select, and now the link to this button is a download. That is this document. Come back over here to download. If we want to upload a file, the process of uploading a file would be to select a file, and then it's just going to open up an Explorer window so that you can navigate and download whatever document you want to download and place in the download section. And that's our download page. So we'll save that. It'll ask us to publish it. We can say that's fine. We don't need to go to the website. We're going back home. And now we've created our website. So what we have is we have our home page, which is our opt-in capture page. When somebody finds the email and clicks on the download button, they are going to go to this download page. When they've submitted their email, they're going to go to the subscribe page. We just need these two pages to have some simple instructions for them. So now that we've created these two pages, we need to go back and attach them to the actions of our form. So we're going to go back over here to home. It brings our opt-in page back up. Click on our form and then set the links. So what we're going to do now is when somebody enters their email address, they go into a pending status because we've selected a double opt-in. So we click on the action, and we want the action to go to a page, and our page is subscribe. Again, this is where we tell our prospect who just entered the email address what to do, which is what we wrote to go check their email, check their spam and their promotions folder. So we want to give them those instructions, so we send them to this subscribe page that we created. Select that. It says here where they're going. And then once they've gone into the email and they've clicked on the link in the email, we want them to go to the download page. So again, we'll select page. We'll click the download. Select. So these are the two actions that are going to happen. Again, just recapping. When somebody enters their email address, click submit or get it or whatever the button action is labeled, they go to our page. It's known as the thank you offer. It gives some basic instructions. The basic instructions are for sure to check their inbox and check their promotions folder and their spam folder. And then optionally you can have a link to direct them to maybe an affiliate offer or a product of your own to check that out. It's your first opportunity to make a sale. If you have a YouTube channel, you can direct them over to subscribe to the YouTube channel. You can put a link to subscribe right there on your thank you page. After they go into the email, they find it and they click the link in the email, they're going to go to this page here, which is the download page, to get the product that they put their email address in for to begin with. We're going to save this. Now again, it's not aesthetically pleasing. The URL is system generated URLs. The image I have up on the screen right now is ugly. It's not the image you'd want to use. But again, what I'm trying to convey here is functionality, not how to create aesthetics. You can create different aesthetics just by clicking on the stuff and playing with these settings, and it's like anything else. You mess with it for a while, you get to know it, and you'll figure out how to do things. But I think you can see that it's very much a click and edit, click and drag. There's no coding, there's nothing here but just mouse clicks and typing. That's it. So let's save this. Go home. And now what we've done is we've created and actually completed our entire opt-in page. Now I'm going to close out some of these cheetah windows. Just come back over here to our Builderall Dashboard and go into Mailing Boss. From here we're going to go up to Lists, select Lists. Our test list is right here. I'm going to edit that. And right here we have Pages. We're going to click this tab. Down here are emails. This right here, subscribe, confirm email. We click that. This is the email that they will receive. This is the first email that they will receive after they submit their email address. What I like to do is change this text to tell them that they're not necessarily confirming their subscription, but that they click on the link to download their product. Because when they click this, what they're going to do is they're going to go to that download page, because that's what we just set up. I don't want to tell them confirm your subscription, because I don't want them to know that they're going through a double opt-in process. The double opt-in process, when you tell them to confirm their subscription, it seems like you're accusing them of being shady. We don't want to do that. So we can edit this. We just click in here, get rid of this list name. We don't want them to see that. And then just go up here and type, please click here in order to download your document. That's all we want to say. So once they've gone into their inbox or their spam folder or the promotions folder and they found our email, they'll click here to download. This link will take them to the download page, because that's what we just set up under the form, and then they can click the big download button and it'll automatically download their PDF and bring it right up on the screen. From here, all we need to do is go down, save and next, come back up to Pages, and that is all we need to do to capture an email in our opt-in page, place it into our list, and allow the person to get the product that they came for. If you have questions or comments or things you want to know as it relates to email marketing, please leave comments in the comment section below. It helps me build videos. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.